indeed a great pleasure for me and thankful to Energy and Sambal that they have provided me an opportunity to discuss about coal and Coal India in a forum in which it is being claimed that it has been affecting environment and of course the globe for it, whereas everybody is fighting that it should be a better place to live in, it is affecting the environment. But the Honorable Minister, during his speech, has stated that the living index, the standard of living, is measured nowadays with the consumption of electricity per capita. Last year, at the completion of the last year, it had barely touched the 4-digit figure, whereas China's consumption is about 4 times, and the world average capita consumption is about 15 times. So we can understand that where we are stationed, and you must have seen in a number of newspapers quite recently in this week itself that many of the states have refused to take electricity for their for distribution, and it is not because of the fact that it is because of that demand has come down. No, it is because of the financial situation that the consumers have. They are not in a position to utilize the electricity. Demand is there. So what India needs actually, it needs an energy source which is cheap. And here comes coal. Its abundance, availability in the nature, geological reserves, that is, as on 1st April 2015, it was slightly in excess of 306 billion tonnes, and the cost of coal, which is cheap despite the reduction of prices in the international market, or inland power houses, it is still cheap. So its affordability and availability, it has made coal a lucrative fuel, and coal will remain a lucrative fuel that has been assessed for maybe 3 decades henceforth. So the quality of coal that we are actually aiming at for powerhouses is poor quality, low carbon content, because our powerhouses are designed like that. And the utilization of coal, that is the important. There lies the catch. We have to develop indigenous systems, indigenous utilization systems, in which the consumption of coal is less. At the same time, the systems are environment friendly, sustainable, and providing inclusive growth. Primary fuels in terms of coal that has been being produced and consumed in India, coal contributes about 55%. And whereas the world average is around 30%. Coal has lost its ground in the world level, no doubt, because of its shale gas in US and the solar energy in European countries. But in India, where the solar energy and other forms of energy are at a very nascent stage, coal is going to stay. Apart from this, the main aspect of coal being produced from a company which is pride of nation, being the largest company in the world to produce coal in quantities like around 500 million tons, has targeted that it will produce something like 1 billion tons in the next 5 years. That is 2019-20. It has targeted that it will scale up its production almost double. And this is only for meeting the energy demand of the country. By the time the other forms of energy will fall in place, and maybe that it will share the responsibility of the energy security of the nation. The requirement of the energy has to be in the growth path at an accelerated rate, because the whole nation is trying to be come out of the underdeveloped nation or developing nation level. It is trying to become the developed country, trying to come to the level of the developed country, and for this GDP growth has been there, energy is required, and coal is there as an answer for in the recent future. With this amount of production that Coal India is aiming, it has to face a number of challenges, and the challenges are in the form of greater R&R activity, rehabilitation, resettlement activity, because land is required, people have to be displaced, and this Coal India is aiming with a strategic R&R principle policy. Apart from this, CSR is also being used as a strategy so as to have an inclusive growth of the persons who are project affected, as well as the villagers who are living nearby our mines. For this, we have also joined hands with National Skill Development Corporation to provide skill development training so that self-employment can be generated, and the load on coal industry is reduced in the form of providing employment. Apart from this challenge, the licensing requirement from the state government, from central government, ministries, the assistance of railways, assistance from other stakeholders like union representatives, hearing of our own employees has to be there to reach this level of production. And apart from this, we have been doing number of environmental protection measures. We have been taking number of environmental protection measures as per our sanctioned EMPs and also otherwise. There have been examples in Singrauli coal field where, due to plantation, the average ambient temperature came down by 1 degree centigrade. And the large scale plantation, creation of water reservoir so that the underground water is recharged, the rainwater collects in those reservoirs, the creation of natural rain harvesting technique. So these are the activities that Coal India has been taking to improve the water resources. Apart from this, the mine discharge, mine down water, they are also being treated separately and are provided in the channels so that it can be used by the villagers. In Bharat Limited, this system has been practiced very successfully. We have also been into R&D activities to improve our washeries so that the coal is fully utilized. Good quality coal goes to the powerhouses after washing. Of course, in the washing front, we have to do a lot of further work so that for about more than 500 kilometers, only washed coal is supplied to the powerhouses. So, Coal India is contributing towards inclusive growth, towards environmental protection, and at the same time maintaining the energy security of